What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Brotherly Banter. On today's episode, we will be discussing the news that dropped the other day. They ain't coming back.
Who?
The original crew. The crew that should have had their names in the Hollywood Walk of Fame for DC's Justice League, much like the Avengers did. This crew that was poorly run, except for Zack Snyder, because he knew what he was doing, but everybody else got their ego and pride in check, and they failed. They failed in life. You ruined them. They're not coming back. But not only are they not coming back, I'm sorry.
You sounded a little offensive by it.
A little bit. Because I don't like situations where they can look back what could have been.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where I'm at.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, Jason, how do you say his last name?
He's coming back in a different.
Well, he's already in talks or
Lobo.
trying to come back as Lobo in like a film or like a TV show, or something like that. So he's in talks for that. Everyone else.
I mean, in his defense, I mean, he's the only one I can see of like, okay,
he's the only one I can see playing Lobo.
Of course.
I think his personality fits
it. Yeah.
Batman, we already knew wasn't really coming back. This is pretty much like his last.
I think Aquaman is his last.
Yeah, so that was always the Henry Cavill been out the door for like years.
Yeah, it's like you can't keep them because you know they're not gonna. When you see them for who they were before,
I think you could have kept, obviously not Batman, not Superman.
No.
Flash, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman, I think could have stayed because I feel like you could have just threw them into the next phase, and we would just been like, whatever at this point.
If they kept Ezra Miller, he should have just been a Reverse Flash. It's like that would have made sense. It would have made so much sense.
And like, I'm glad I don't get Wonder Woman's random theme in every other movie. But shut up. So I still feel like they could have kept Wonder Woman because obviously she's been Wonder Woman for how many years now, and I think she fit the role.
She did.
As given the right move, like the last one, no one really cared about because it didn't make any sense. But I think given the right script and movie, it would have worked just like her original one.
Yo, the first movie was fine.
Yeah.
The second one was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with that, obviously Aquaman is fine if you would have kept him or not, because if he gets the role as Lobo, I think in a Superman movie, if I remember correctly, they were talking about to put him in. It works with his character just fine with how he is.
Yeah.
Flash was like, you could have kept him, you didn't have to. It didn't really matter to me. It would have worked. I think it would have worked either way. Like, if they would have kept them and just said, "All right, you're in Robin Pattinson's Batman."
Yeah, universe. I see what you're saying.
And we would have showed them. Obviously, we would have went, well, obviously they were back in the day. They were blah blah blah. But at the same time, we just went, hey, if it works with the new role, it works. They're not gonna. I wasn't gonna freak out about it, but if it works,
even as
they
mentioned Cyborg, I was like, I can figure it out. He's been gone since
well, he's been gone because of that whole
issue, that guy.
So now I'm curious on who he's going to cast.
Yeah, well, the Superman they already got. Batman. The Batman part is very interesting because we already have Pattinson, which is not in the same universe.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're gonna do the Justice League, obviously Batman.
They should just make it his
the main crew.
They should just make it his universe. I don't think you need
Batman and
Superman.
I'm sorry, Robert Pattinson and that one.
Yeah, and the Superman, just because at this point you don't need, because you still have the Remember they're supposed to be doing like that Black Superman.
Michael B. Jordan's thing. Yeah.
Yes, we don't know if he's going to be in the Robert Pattinson's, if he's going to be in a separate.
Yeah, we don't know if it's still coming.
That's the thing. I don't think you need. As of right now, I get it, they want to do a multiverse thing. Technically, it's already been established with the Flash thing. That's fine. I don't think you need to start off with having Batman here, Superman here, Black Superman, or I guess if it's Steel.
I mean, I guess it's true. I think the tone is my issue, right? Like with the tone of how this Batman is shot, is different from how James Gunn wants the DC universe to look.
I get that.
So I mean, but that's the only issue I would see of how would that, because you cannot go from that gritty Batman, which was fantastic, to light
You,
and fluffy.
but
Not gonna say fluffy, but you see my point. Like
yeah,
how
but
it
you don't have
looks.
to make Superman like, because I was Superman, Batman, Gotham City,
Yeah.
Metropolis are night and
Of
day.
course.
So
Yeah.
the dark, gritty feel of that
Yeah.
Batman works fine with them,
Of
and then
course.
Superman's all about justice and light and
Yeah, he's
happiness.
supposed to be
The sun to Batman's moon, or something like that,
something like that, yeah,
contrast.
something,
So
yeah.
I think you can still put them together
Yeah.
and have Superman be Superman in Metropolis, and then
I see
have
your
Batman be Batman as it is
Yeah.
in like comics and movies. That works fine. What I'm saying is,
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
if they're gonna recast another Aquaman, another Flash, another Wonder Woman, if they do Cyborg, if he's gonna do the entire Justice League,
Yeah.
they should just leave it in one universe.
I agree.
And then if you want to do other stuff later on, where
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we're gonna do the multiverse,
Yeah, like a Flashpoint.
yeah, then you can
Gorilla.
have all these other, because it's like the same thing of, okay, if Flash is getting reboot, are you gonna keep Supergirl? Because they had the Supergirl.
I think
in
the
it.
conversation about her, and again, a lot of this really depends on James Gunn's version.
Well, yeah, I'm saying they have all these extra
Yeah.
characters now that they introduced previously.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because
okay,
they keep in Blue Beetle.
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you still have Supergirl, you still have Black Adam, or the character, not the actor,
yeah.
obviously introduced. The Justice Society, you had Hawkman. Technically, you have Dr. Fate in that universe, even though that person's gone in that. So you have all these outlying characters. I'm like, are you gonna bring back the people from the Suicide Squad movie?
Yeah.
So it's like, where are they gonna fit in the universe? You should just make all those core people into Batman.
No, I agree. I think certain people do deserve to stay.
Yeah.
I'm never saying kill off or reboot everything. I think there's certain people that should stay, like Harley Quinn. She's just hard. That's just her. Margot Robbie is just Harley Quinn. I think the Suicide Squad, that was the newer one.
Yeah.
I would keep them. Obviously, you would have to do Joker. You have to do those are fine. I'm not saying that part has to be done now, because obviously, if you're doing the Superman movie, it's supposed to introduce a lot of characters. Which
I understand that, yeah.
Which is fine. So I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying like reboot all of them.
Yeah.
I'm saying, if you're gonna keep, even if you don't keep the actors, you keep the character and then just recast them if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's fine, but where are they gonna be? Like, are they gonna be in Batman? Are they gonna be in the new Superman? Are they gonna? Well, I'm saying they should. He should just keep at the beginning. Just put all of them into, I guess, like technically, I guess, Batman's.
Yeah, like Harley Quinn, the Suicide Squad. A lot of them, I'm sure, can be in.
Just
Batman.
keep.
Yeah,
I'm saying keep
all of them in one universe.
Just to be, just to in the beginning, so that way, if you go, it's like what Marvel does with cameos. So you're like, oh yeah, Batman, like a poster of Batman, poster of, let's say, like, I don't know, Two-Face or something, and a cameo or something.
Yeah.
That way it combines everything together instead of a movie coming out. It's like, okay, here's Superman.
Yeah.
And then you get these characters. And then let's say after Superman, you get this another character. It's like, okay, well, then everyone's gonna be like, well, which universe is he in?
Yeah.
Is he in Robert Pattinson? Is he in the Superman?
Yeah, I think if Robert, okay, so even then, the Joker movie, that's another thing.
Exactly.
Of which variant of who's he gonna be in, because even with the Batman movie, if they never showed the Joker at the end, you could have made an argument to say, okay, well, then this Joker was in Robert Pattinson. Yeah. Now they already have this one.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying. I think I don't think they're gonna go as far with the Joker movies to have a Batman.
I don't think so either.
I think it's just his.
I think he'll just have another Joker specifically for this one.
Yeah.
Because we, even like in the first Joker movie, we was like, well, where is he at? And they just never really showed. They showed a young Bruce.
Yes.
But they never said, oh, this is gonna be blah blah blah. So that's fine. Him not having a Batman, him just having his standalone stuff is completely fine.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have to keep guessing and wait for him to say, like, okay,
no, I
here's the new Wonder Woman, and like, oh, okay, I cast such and such is gonna play Wonder Woman. We're like, okay, where?
Yeah.
Like, is she gonna start up with Superman, and then for Superman's Born Legacies universe, Are you gonna have to cast another Batman and then do all that?
I'm
and
not
then...
gonna lie. I think that's the route they might go. I think no, hold on. I hear you. I think because this is already set. Like if this Batman movie Robert Pattinson failed, then I can see like, all right, scrap it.
Yeah.
But I think because it's doing so well and they came out with the villain, it's Hush.
Yeah.
Which we were so far off in our picks. like royally off.
I'm okay. It's someone different.
Fine.
It's someone different.
I think he'll just have his own, unless they realize, okay, it would probably be better just to connect it. It'll save them time.
Because my fear, obviously, it would be cool if they did the Flashpoint, right? So say we get Superman Born Legacy. You obviously already have Superman.
Yes.
Let's say do Martian, Green Lantern, all of them. And then we get Batman's universe.
Yeah.
And then they go, okay, this is your new Flash for this one. This is your new. I'm like, it's too much in the beginning when you're trying to build everything back up. That's what I'm saying. They should just put all that into just this one universe, build it up, and then over the course of the movies, if they're going to do a Flashpoint or a Brainiac or whatever, then you can branch it off, because technically the timeline is already there with the other universes. So then you can do, okay, this Flashpoint has this Batman, and then we get introduced to other people. Heck, they could just grab Stephen Amell and
I would be
and then for this specific universe, and then go, well, this they already know who. Just grab all the CW former cast and go, okay, you guys are gonna be in this Flashpoint for this movie. You never died. So like in our section is You Never Died. We need you guys for the Flashpoint movie. And then grab all of them they're already established, put them in that one. If you want to cast other people just as like variants of them for that's fine. But I don't want this person here, this person there, then this person's over here, and then you get a cameo and you're like, well, what universe is like this person in?
When does James Gunn's Superman movie come out? 25?
I don't know. 25, right?
I don't know
if it even has a...
Or when did they start filming? Because I know they had to push it off because of the strike. I haven't, because my thought is the Batman movie comes out 2025, they said. I believe it's 25, 26. If this got pushed back, the James Gunn Superman movie, if it got pushed back, it'll probably come out around the same time. Same year.
Okay.
If anything. My thought about that is if it's around the same point, they can do a post-credit for the Superman movie or the Batman movie, whichever one comes out first. To connect to say, you know, there's a Superman and such, or you know, I need to go to Metropolis or
2025.
For who?
Superman, July 11th, 2025.
So it's around the same time as the Batman. Okay. Yeah, I mean they can because James Gunn's coming from Marvel, they do a lot of post-credits Easter eggs. So if they did decide to connect it, because the Batman movie is already successful. So they can just go that route because they already set up obviously the Joker or his Joker. They got Hush. I'm pretty now if they're going to the route of Hush, then I can see them doing like I was gonna say Deadpool.
Deadshot?
Yes. Because if you're gonna do Hush,
that's the thing. They had Deadshot's actor too for the other Batman. And then that's when remember they scrapped it. So I'm saying you got all these people here, you might as well just
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Instead of like, obviously he's probably just gonna recast majority, but I'm like, they're already there. Just, no one's gonna. At this point, I don't even think anyone's gonna care. If you just like you're in, and people are just gonna be like, we don't, whatever, just make it work.
Oh gosh. No, I agree. On paper, it's all there. But again, it's like, does he want to just keep the characters? But how they get introduced and who plays them are different.
I'm sure he'll keep the characters, but I think the actors for most, if not majority of them, are just going to recast and maybe brought in a different way, or even just here. They're in there. We're just going to go.
And that's it. No, I hear you. In a perfect world, yes. The Robert Pattinson Batman and the Superman it can work because it's already set up to do that. You just gotta start to sprinkle in certain parts, and then you can fill in the the Wonder Woman, the Aquaman, all those. situations. I am very curious on see who he's exactly going to introduce in the movie, though. 'Cause I think that'll answer a lot of other questions on
That's true.
how this era is gonna start. Because if I know anything, he's, he did. Excuse me, he did Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm going based off of that, I have an idea on how it will work. Now, obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy is very much like fireworks, and, which again, love this. Those all three movies I've never had an issue with.
Yes.
Which is crazy to say because usually with Marvel movies, it's like the first one's good, second one's like, and the third one is like, They've actually so I have faith in him because of that. Yeah, I'm very curious. I mean, that's because it is Superman, and I think the tone he was going with, he wanted the not gonna say happier Superman, but the more pleasant. I forgot what they called him.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that version as opposed to the one we got, which I'm not gonna lie, Henry Cavill murdered that.
Yeah,
like nobody's business. Which I understand why that version of Superman fit more into the Snyder Verse because it was more like Greek mythology, darkness. Fit Batman, it fit Aquaman, Flash, everything. So it worked. I see why he wanted to go with the younger looking Clark. I get it. I think as an adult, I go more towards the Snyder Verse because I'm like, well, the real Snyder Verse version. All right. I have my fingers crossed with them. Marvel Loki episode 1 was so good. Which we'll cover Loki once the show is actual done. We'll do a full recap. But if I can, I just want to say this before we come off. The way they're doing Kang and Loki is so much better than what
with Ant-Man.
With Ant-Man, yes, Ant-Man. So I hope that, because I don't know if they found the director or if people do it yet. I would rather, because they actually show like, no, this fool is coming. Like, what are you doing? Even the mother she was scared, but I don't feel like it was fully. It was almost scared, like, Thanos. Like even people portraying Thanos, like his daughter was petrified. She's like, no. So, but that's all. I didn't want to dive too deep into it. That's gonna be it for a different episode. All right, thank you so much, guys, for joining us on this topic and episode. Our next topic, I already figured it out. You can't mess up Daredevil. You can't. And I thank you, Marvel, for doing what you should have done. Because after reading those reports, ain't no way you would have ruined that show and that man so quickly. But thank you so much for joining us. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help us out. Let us know any topics that you guys want us to talk about. Let us know any direction you guys want us to go in. Until next time.